Okay, the second major part of functions is composite functions. I think this is perhaps a little bit easier to comprehend than some domain and range questions. So composite in general means more than one thing combined together. So if I have two separate functions, and I'm going to skip the first line here, if I've got a separate function of f of x and a different function g of x, both still involving x, then I can combine these together. I can find the composite function f of g is how we would say that. Now, if I want to find f of g, then I have to substitute the function g into the function of f. So if I've got 3x minus 2 as my f1 and I've got x squared plus 1 as my g1, then I can substitute this into the other one to find f of g. But if I also want to find g of f, I do it the other way around. If it's g of f, then I want to find f substituted into g. So the letter that comes first, I guess, is the dominant one in their relationship. So solution. There's some ways of thinking about what's going on here. The first one, think of f and g as rules. So if you've got the function 3x minus 2, that's multiply by 3 and then subtract 2. The g1 is to square x and then add 1. But if I want f of g, then I square it and add 1, and then I put that into f, multiplied by 3 and subtract 2. Well, this here is what I expect you to do in an exam from this line here. For fg, that's going to involve substituting the function of g, x squared plus 1, into the function of f in place of x. So x squared plus 1 just goes in place of x. That goes in here. And then you end up having to do 3 times x, which has now been replaced with this, minus 2, which will eventually give you 3x squared plus 1. G of f is the other way around. Okay, so g of f means that you start with the function of g and you substitute f in. So this time, I'm going to put that one in there. So I would be doing it that way around for g of f, and this way around for f of g. Okay, so for g of f, I'm going to substitute the function of f, 3x minus 2, as a bracket, if you will, in place of x here. So I'm going to square it. 3x minus 2 squared plus 1. If you were to expand those brackets, simplify it, collect your terms together, you end up with this. And you notice that f of g, which was this, and g of f, which is this, are completely different. They are two entirely different things. They are not the same. Now, a question may also ask you to work out, for example, what is f of g of 2? Well, you would first go about substituting your g into f, this one here, to give you 3x squared plus 1. But then you need to substitute 2 in, and that's going to be 3 times 2 squared plus 1. 2 squared is 4, times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And those are the types of questions that you could have.